All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are proposing expanding the Discovery Day model into a repetitive survey course in which students are academically driven, but they are sent through or asked to choose a series of potential interests, things that they're curious about, and teachers would present more specific focused things like Momi was talking about, short story writing, and you take that for 2 weeks, every day for, or like every day for 2 weeks, you do that, and then you switch to something else, and the opportunity for them to sort of then discover things that they're curious about, discover things that they may be passionate about, because they may not know yet. And it would be multi-age learning, so 5th and 6th would be lumped together, 7th and 8th would be lumped together, and they would do this for a period of time through the year.
Can I just add, similar to how high school works, where teachers get to offer courses that they're interested in on focused periods of, let's say, history or science subjects, we would transform the middle school into something that looked more high school. So students would have to take a math course, a science course, an English and a history course, yet they get to choose the focus and the topic of those disciplines. And we get to, as educators, go with our expertise. We can have shortened, like Jeremiah said, a 3-week stints, and then by the end they start to delve into a passion project inspired by these various focused classes that they've taken, or it could be structured in a different way.
If it were a restaurant menu, it would be a chef special teacher's tapas platter.
All right. And we will stop there.
Just by done.
So Discovery by Tapas, right? All right. Next group. Who wants to go?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are proposing an unplugged time. And that unplugged time needs to happen at the beginning or the end of each class, where we calmly start everything with perhaps a moment of silence, or perhaps silent stretching, or perhaps silent deep breathing. Because there are many studies that show that we all need to take a moment to recalibrate our brains. And this will be helpful for the teachers as well as the students. Eventually, after we have enough of a consistency built up and a culture built around this, then we will have the students lead them in every class. They will become the leaders of the meditation or the leaders of the relaxation exercises. We find that the little simple ways are the best ways to start and to end, and that will give us a moment to reflect and start to build reflection into our everyday practice instead of doing it once or twice a year around reports.
Well
Yes.
said.
Listen, it's tight.
All right.
We're out.
Next pitch.
All right. Wait, did we have to say what our how might we question was first?
If you want to.
Yes,
It
you
doesn't-
could. I don't remember that.
Okay, well, our question was, how might we help students learn to navigate moments of risk and build resilience while they are still within the safety of the school? And this reminded us of our conversation yesterday about the dress code and the idea of giving students the opportunity to really have more critical discussions and build an awareness of gender-specific issues in many different ways. We talked about maybe launching an advisory curriculum, possibly at the beginning of the year. Maybe we all view a film like the misrepresentation film together, and then that becomes a theme that we have explicit discussions about with boys and girls in different groupings possibly throughout the year, maybe multi-grade level groupings at times, maybe separated by gender at times, and that we also may give the students an opportunity to generate their own community norms. What do they think the dress code should be? What do they think rules about how you speak to each other specific to gender should be?
Thank you. And last pitch.
How might we bring students of all ages together at school but still foster deep bond and camaraderie typically built around having common experiences? We thought to have a thing called the clubhouse, and it would be done on Friday afternoons, and for going on a 4 Friday month, we would have 2 of the Fridays would be a book circle, One would be a discovery type day. Doesn't have to be an elaborate discovery type day. It could be just a quick trip to a museum or the park or something. And one would be a games type day where the kids would play either physical games at the gym or sit down with board games or card games or things like that. And we would have this from the 4th grade through the 9th grade. The 4th grade would be looking up to coming to the middle school, and the 9th grade would be looking back on how great the time they spent here. Same students in the same groups, and possibly switching groups every trimester or semester or halfway through the year.